Hey YouTube, this is iTJMacAttack, and I think you get a lot of these videos where they're like, I've made the cheapest do-it-yourself iPod or iPad or iPhone stand or whatever the case might be. I think I've really made the cheapest iPad stand imaginable. All it simply was some cheap disposable red cups, and I've got one here that I've already cut out. And so as you can see, this is what it was. Just a normal, standard keg cup, beer cup, whatever you want to call it, cup, party cup. And I've fashioned it with a pair of scissors, which pretty much everybody has a pair of scissors. And I've helped using a permanent marker. The only thing about using the permanent marker to be careful with is not to get it on your iPad screen. So here's my iPad 2, and I took my red cup, and I figured the bottom would be, it's wider, so I could use this for more support. So I put it down, and I put my iPad at an angle as to what I wanted it to be, simply to do reviews with my iPhone 4, apps in the iPhone 4 and whatnot. I wanted it to do reviews with it, and I was trying to use all iOS devices to do this. And so I wanted to use my iPad 2 to record the app reviews from my iPhone instead of using my DSLR, just to try to stay to the whole iOS theme, if you will, sacrificing HD quality and whatnot. So again, back to the iPad stand. I've got the red cup, and I've set it down, and I've angled the iPad 2 at an angle that I wanted it, and using the permanent marker, I went on the outside of my iPad 2 going up and on the back of it and cut out some lines, which you can see here, just more or less just lines, nothing perfect. There's no really perfect way to do this. And then at the top of the cup, I just pinched it and cut down all the way down to the support at the bottom, and I did it on the opposite side as well. Then with the top piece I've already cut out, I grooved a semicircle, half moon, and went to the other side so I could have some opening here, and then I went down and cut my piece for the width for the iPad 2, and as you can see, this side is a little bit tighter, which is not really a big deal, and I cut down real low so I could have some room to touch the iPad 2. So I'm going to go ahead and just set this up. I'm actually thinking about using another cup and just setting it on top of it, and with the quick cutouts, of course, to give it a little bit more stability. But with one cup, it's pretty stable. So if you're going to go uber cheap, use one cup. But if you're going to go cheap, use 2 cups. And which I will soon probably do, just to give it a little bit more added support, because I'm more than likely just going to suffice to using this method rather than buying a $30 iPad stand for the iPad 2 by Apple. So here's the iPad 2. I've got a case around here. This case actually came with a flap that overlaid right here, a flap kind of like the smart covers, and it went on top of the iPad, and I used just more or less a razor to cut it off and then kind of smooth it out because I didn't want that little flap. And so it's the cover that I have. But let's go ahead and just set the iPad 2 inside the cup holder here. So it's set inside there, and I can turn it around so you can see it. And I got my power button here, and I will kind of show you. I actually just posted an app review, or informative, free app in the App Store. So as you can see, here's kind of more or less my setup for doing app reviews, and voila. So there's the camera app opened, and so I mean, I can tilt it, I can turn it, I can pan it in any sort of way, if you will. It's kind of slanted right now, but I could always cut this piece out in the bottom. And But there you have it. That, I think, beats everybody out there on YouTube with the ultimately cheapest iPad 2 stand out there for a do-it-yourself. Very sloppy, but you can perfect it if you wanted to in a different manner. But this is pretty awesome, I think. Beats the hell out of you know, the $30 iPad 2 stand. You gotta be careful with these cups. I got these cups all over my desk, and I've been grabbing a few of them. I had liquid still inside of them. But get you a new cup. Don't go so cheap that you have to use a used red cup. But I more than likely will just add another cup over this for more stability for the iPad 2 stand. But there you have it. That, I think, is the cheapest do-it-yourself iPad 2 stand that you can make with just your household items. And they work. It works out pretty sweet. So again, there's the iPad 2, and there you have it. Pretty sweet little iPad 2 stand. Do-it-yourself. You can even put a little Apple logo back here. Make it official. An Apple logo. You know. Yeah. Sweet. So there you have it. Alright, YouTube, this has been a video by iTJMacAttack for the do-it-yourself iPad 2 stand. If you like the videos, please subscribe, and you can follow me on Twitter at iTJMacAttack.